other electronic means as may be directed by FRS by notice. Tax appeal tribunal will conduct its hearing remotely via virtual means, using such technology or application consistent with ensuring fair hearing of taxpayer. So what you are saying now is you can send email to object. So when there's additional assessment, BOJ, any other kind of assessment comes to your client, you can just instead of doing letter, headed paper, and every other thing, you can object from your dedicated email, your official mail. Send it to the FRS, and that's valid immediately. Why you pointed your grounds of objection. That's the flexibility added to the Finance Act. Okay, so and again, we also want to say that new 50% cost to revenue ratio introduced new 50% cost to revenue ratios introduced for state-owned and government-owned enterprise. Okay, balance of operating surplus of these SOEs and GOEs shall be paid to the Consolidated Revenue Fund of the Federation each quarter. Direct deduction from TSA or other accounts of SOE or GOE may be made by the Ministry of Finance, Budget and National Planning to enforce compliance. Okay, so new 50% cost to revenue ratio introduced to state-owned. So in terms of procurement expenditure management, so that these are areas that are critical when it comes to the fiscal space in terms of cutting costs, so that we cut costs, have budget surplus, and be able to have extra fund for future generation. But the way it's been managed is deficits on a yearly basis, as if deficits is a normal thing. Okay, so I think this is a very good step in the right direction, so that the cost can be reduced and value. We achieving value at the same time. Application of public procurement acts to be extended to the legislature and judiciary for the very first time. Other reform provides for electronic and virtual procurement, an increase in mobilization fees threshold from 50% to 30%. So, of course, to be mobilized, the threshold has been increased, which is good for contractor, so they can do their job on at a timely manner. And again, the Procurement Act is now being applied to the legislature and the judiciary, so that in terms of the costs cutting exercise, if there's anything that is not adding value, is not done. So there are two ways of managing an economy. Is that you encourage people, if you want to maintain the same budget, you must put in policy in place to increase revenue for revenue generation in terms of you must be innovative. Maybe look at the digital assets. You look at the some sectors like minerals, resources. Like we have minerals, we have extractive industry, we have different sand, we have different stones, we have different kind of wildlife that are not being looked at. We have the as I said, the digital assets. Whether you are innovative to encourage revenue generation, you look at the skills set of Nigerians so that they could deploy more skill to in terms of exporting their skill sets and generating income from the government for the government. So, or if you are not able to generate revenue, which is the best form of managing an economy, is to reduce expense. Reducing expenses means that there are some expenses that should not even happen at all, that they are not needed. It's just like looking at a payroll, and out of 10 people on the payroll, five does not exist, five exist. So the five that does not exist, if you remove it, you've not stepped on anybody's toe. You just remove the low hanging fruit. This one does not exist. So why are we putting on the payroll? That's corruption. So if I thought all the corrupt area in the public sector is identified and removed, the procurement process in terms of the cost of procurement, our budget can be reduced, and uh people will be happy and they'll be reserved for future generation. So we also see that establishment of a 500 billion naira crisis intervention fund funded by the special account as well as other sources approved by the National Assembly. Key issue to be noted include like this fund is all because of we saw in COVID-19 health crisis. So that we now said, oh, in case of any future crisis, let's have a crisis intervention fund so that we can respond fast to issues or any crisis that comes our way as a country, as a nation. And that's why we have this intervention fund. So the fund comprises unclaimed dividend in listed company and unutilized fund in dormant accounts outstanding for 6 years. So if you have a dormant account, if you have a dormant account, it therefore means that you should be able to activate your dormant account. Otherwise, the money will go to this fund if it's more than 6 years. Now, we also have unclaimed dividend. If you've not claimed your dividend in a listed company, that's a public limited company, you've not claimed your dividend in this listed company for more than 6 years, then money will go to this 500 billion naira crisis intervention fund. Now, the fund governing council will be chaired by the head of Ministry of Finance, Budget and National Planning, okay, and organized private sector co-chair of impeccable people with impeccable integrity and reputation. Governing council include key stakeholder like Security and Exchange Commission, shareholder group, CBN, Bankers Committee, NDIC, Debt Management Office. Your claim dividend and bank balances are subject to perpetual trust managed by the Debt Management Office. Now, the perpetual trust is a special debt owed by the federal government of Nigeria to genuine shareholders and bank customers, together with relevant yield on the borrowed. So it's a borrowed fund, it's not free. It means that if you want to claim your money plus interest, you will be able to claim your money. Okay, so again, we also have uh, the fact, as I said, the fact that it's again not the money is not there free. It's not there. It's being managed, and when you need your money, you go. And there's a lot of issue surrounding this, but the government is looking for money at all by all means. That's why maybe this one is coming up. Again, looking at it from the other side, we have dormant accounts. There must be reason why they have money. Who is managing the dormant account? Even the unclaimed dividend fund is there for 6 years. Why? For me, my own position is if this fund is properly managed, if the implementation is good in terms of government managing the fund properly, is better. So, and that's where the issue is. Government should show capacity that they can handle things like this. It's not that when the person that owns the fund the money needs his money, and there's a lot of bureaucracy, you go through this, and this is why people are really, clamoring for that. If this thing gets to government, it's very difficult for you to get your money back because for you to claim, you go through a process, unlike what we have in the private sector. And this is where government should show leadership that this will not be like that. Okay, and that's the these slides. We had this slide from a discussion, slide shared by a special assistant to the head of Ministry of Finance, and so I feel it's something that is good for us for our own discussion. Dr. Adebayo also that used this slide. So I think it's good for our academy as well for us to know about the tax policy and the Finance Act. So I want to thank you for the time your patience for this lecture. I want to thank you. So it's now time for question and answer. Sometimes we could have longer session like this. This is a tax academy. And as I said, that we also have exercise at each of the at each of our module. And those that have gotten the books, you've gotten the manual, you will see the exercise. Except you don't want the certificate that comes, you may not do it. But if you want to get the certificate that comes after this training, the exercise are compulsory to be done.